Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report Sunday. Football kickoff October 29, 2023. The Cheifs and Broncos get to set play another game as they put Justin Ross on the commissioner exempt list, and they already put Nick Bolton on the IR expected today. I don't think he'll play another down for the Chiefs. He'll be lucky enough to play another down in the NFL, Justin Ross. Ross is no longer a project for a football player. He is also a project for a guy who got in big trouble. You have to activate at least one player. Nick Bolton will be on the IR, he said. Could be Christian McCain, Derek Pirine, Prince. Like a Pirine and Clyde, which later would be activated for the Chiefs as the running backs. They could have for wide receiver Daniel Harris, wide receiver Chase Colton, linebacker Isaiah Moore, who's only linebacker on this practice squad, so you figure they'll have to have him. Mike Pennell, who they just signed on the defensive tackle. Cornell Powell, likely maybe to be activated. Tight end, Generic Prince, doubt they'll do that. Center, Austin Ryder, doubt they'll do that. Kenneth Taylor, cornerback, maybe, I doubt it though. Montrell Washington, also a player they could activate. So really Montrell Washington, Isaiah Moore, Daniel Arsarzes are the three candidates that I could see them activating. Now, they, of course, can activate any player off the practice squad from another team. We'll just have to sign through waivers and do all that stuff. That active player will begin today and must be active by 3:25. Now let's do the matchups between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. For the second time in 3 games, the Chiefs and Broncos will meet up. Chiefs have played the Broncos and beat them earlier this year. Players to watch out for: Justin Simmons, All-Pro for the Broncos, and safety for the Chiefs, Brian Cook. Hopefully he will be good like he was in the second half last week. Justin Reed needs to be better than he was in the first half. Lots of players at the cornerback position: Patrick Surtain, secondary, and as I outlined, Brian Cook and Justin Reed. Players to watch out for: Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson, and players to watch out for the Chiefs: Rashid Rice, who's developing into a very good player. Maybe somebody has 1,000 to 1,500 yard. Also, Jerry Jeudy you got to watch out for, and I'm taking the Chiefs 27-20. The Chiefs in Broncos. Kickoff at 3:25. The Chiefs' streak is at 16 for beating the Broncos in a row. But every streak has to come to an end. We all just hope it isn't this week. Chiefs are favored by 7. Kick is at 3:25. Ravens. The Kansas City Chiefs are reported today that Patrick Mahomes will play, but has an illness. The Cardinals, not much to go in here to preview it, so we won't preview it. Cardinals to host the game, 3:25. Ravens are 5-2. Cardinals are 1-6. Browns play the Seahawks. Pretty good game here. 4-2 versus 4-2. Maybe one of the games of the day. Watch out for Kenneth Walker and Amari Cooper. The other game that may be the game of the day that is kicked off at 3:25, I actually missed by the Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. Bengals. At one time, the Bengals were 1-3. They are now 3-3 after back-to-back victories. The Bengals beat an elite team in the 49ers who have lost back-to-back games. Now, Brock Purdy is questionable, but is expected to play. Jamar Chase and is a player to watch out for. If it wasn't Brock Purdy, it would be Brandon Ayuk. Players to watch out for the 49ers. Joey Bosa, a player to watch out for. Running back Christian McCaffrey. And Joe Mixon, a running back player to watch out for the Bengals. This game kicks off at 3:25. Now to the Sunday night game of the week. It'll be the Bears and Chargers. The Chargers lost to the Chiefs last week and have lost 2 in a row. But the Chargers are 2-5. Nick Bosa is a player to watch out for. And at the receiver position, Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, who's 5th in the receiving without a good quarterback at 6:36. Game time is at 7:20. Now we'll go on to the noon games. The Rams will play the Cowboys. Players to watch out for: Dexter Lawrence and Aaron Donald at the defensive tackle position for both teams. Also, Michael Parsons for the Cowboys. Watch out for Puka Nacua for the Rams and CD Lamb for the Cowboys. It'll be Dak Prescott and Matthew Stafford. Stafford just has 7 touchdown passes and 6 picks. Kicks is at noon. Packers are flittering. Have lost 3 in a row. Will play the Vikings. Or just beat the 49ers 2 weeks ago. Just beat the 49ers last week. And week before that, they beat the Bears 19-13. So not 2 great games, but 2 winnable games. They're back in the playoff race at 3-4. Jordan Love and Kirk Cousins are the players at the quarterback position, and Christian Duah and David Bakhtiar at the tackle position. Vikings have won 3 out of the last 4, only losing to the Chiefs. Kick is at noon. Falcons and Titans running back positions we'll look at maybe, but first we'll look at Ryan Tannehill and Will Levis and Desmond Ridder. Will Levis may start for the Titans today. Derrick Henry and Bijan Robinson hopes to be what Derrick Henry is today. Bijan Robinson has 500 yards and no touchdowns and looking for his first touchdowns. Breaking news on the Titans this year: the Titans informed running back Derrick Henry that they won't be trading him per sources despite offers. Kick is at noon for Titans and Falcons. The Dolphins will play the Pats. The Dolphins got a big upset last week in beating the Bills. Jalen Phillips for the Dolphins is becoming one of a great player at the linebacker position. At outside linebacker, Matthew Judon has already become a great player at the linebacker position. It will be Matt Jones and Tua Tagovailoa at the quarterback position. The Dolphins last week lost to the Eagles. They will play again today. Kick is at noon. Jags and Steelers, the game of the day, one of the games of the day as well. Players to watch out for: Jacksonville's Christian Kirk, wide receiver; Jordan Pickens, wide receiver. And also a player to watch out for, as always, TJ Watt at the defensive end. Quarterback continues to be improved player Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence is questionable though, but is likely to play. Otherwise, it'll be C.J. Breathead could be the starter. That game kicks at noon. Rest of the noon games: the Texans will play the Panthers. The Texans are 3-3. The Panthers are 0-6. C.J. Stroud has 9 touchdowns and 1 pick. Meanwhile, Bryce Young has 6 touchdowns and 4 picks. Looking for Nico Collins, 547 yards, and Adam Thielen for the Panthers, 509 yards, 4 touchdowns. Nico Collins has 3. Kickoff is at 12. And the final 12 game we'll preview will be the Saints and Colts. Saints play the Colts. Neither team is very good. Saints, Derek Carr and Gardner Minshew. We will outline the players: Zach Marsh and Alvin Kamara. Game time is at 12. New Orleans favored by 2 on the road. Now we've got college football. We'll just go through the big upsets in the local team. And the big upset happens to be the local team. KU beats Oklahoma by Devin Neal running up the middle in a 1-point game, which they were in field goal range. that got set up by Lawrence Lloyd, a 30-yard touchdown. That play that was he allowed to score the touchdown. They allowed the touchdown because they wanted as much time on the clock. They got it all the way down, but they couldn't get it in. They threw it from there. They threw it from the air on 23 and couldn't quite get it thrown in. State blows out Houston 41-0. Mizzou had the bye week off. We'll talk more college football either tomorrow or Tuesday. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Forks Report. The Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks.